Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim from DIY Dream Wedding, and thanks for all your support so far. Today I'm going to show you how to make this lovely horseshoe wedding bouquet or decoration. Okay, this is one that I started on Facebook already, and I've done, as you can see here, I've stuck the roses on this one already. And done this, and I'm going to do the same on the top, and then it'll be finished. So it's pretty simple project really. So the bride will hold it from here, from the top here, and it hangs down. So I'll be showing you this on a reveal when it's finished. Okay, the difference between this one and the one that we're actually going to be doing on here on YouTube is the one we do on YouTube will be bigger, because I just thought rather than being able to see the edge of these flowers, it'd be nice if the horseshoe came out a bit further and was a bit wider. So what I've done is, so I'll bring in the templates for the beginning of this project. So what I've decided to do is make it bigger. So let me show you what I mean by that. So sorry about that. Okay, so that this has gone out of focus a little bit, hasn't it? Let's try again. That's a bit better. Sorry about that. It's a bit out of focus there. I don't know why that happened. Maybe it was a bit too high up. But this is the template, so I'll show you. I wanted my my roses to actually be within the horseshoe, so I've done it bigger. Okay, so all the roses, these are the roses from the last project that I was doing on YouTube. They all will go around the horseshoe just like that. So this is my template, and as you can see with this one, I'll just show you the difference. With this one, and they go over the edge, and I just thought it'd be better to do it a different way. So yeah, so I'm going to start with, and we're still going to have two horseshoes. This is an example of one that I've just made. So this one, I just cut out two horseshoes and stuck them together to reinforce them and make them stronger. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to ribbon our horseshoe to make it look like the one I just showed you. So we're going to do that. So first of all, I'm going to show you how to make this template. So I'm just going to see. So what I'm going to do is just look at which way these bends are going in the cardboard. That's what I normally do, and I will just say, sort of like, I want the bends to go separate, different ways when I glue it together, so that we can reinforce it. So see, these are the bends, and then just kind of just maybe do it that way for that one, and then when I turn that over like this, we can have it that way, so it crosses over. So you've got your bends going that way and your bends going that way, or you could do it the other way. You could do it this way and then have your bends going that way. So it really doesn't matter, as long as they're opposite. These little bits, these ridges are going the opposite ways, and then you get your strength. You get your strength going all the way through your horseshoe. Okay, so I'm going to do this like this. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw around this. So I hope that was all in shot there. So what I'm going to do is just draw around this with a pencil, if I can find my pencil, so I can see we're in shot now. And I just draw all the way around this, and we want to do two of these, like I said, one going one direction and one going the other, so we can use the full strength of the cardboard, which is why I always reinforce them, because if you just do one piece, it just goes really floppy, and you don't want that. So the other thing you could do is you might be able to find something the same size or similar size, or you might want something a bit smaller. You can have it any size you want. You might get an MDF shape or something like that you could use instead. This is just a simple way of doing it from scratch. Okay, it's just a simple way of doing it from scratch. Okay, Right, so we're going to do that, and then what we're going to do, that one, like I said, these lines here, you might be able to see the lines of the folds are going horizontally, okay? So what we're going to do now is going to turn this one around like this and do this way instead, okay? Okay, I don't really like having folds. If you've got a really tough piece of cardboard that's flat, then you might not need to do the reinforcing or work out which way the folds are. But I just think, just to show you this, because then you know you don't have to get a really thick piece of card. This is a cardboard box, okay, and that's why there's only small pieces, but you might have bigger pieces and thicker pieces, and you don't have to go through reinforcing your horseshoe shape. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is just cut these out. Okay, so just cut so you can see I've done that so that these lines go down rather than across. Okay, so horizontal, vertical rather than horizontal. Okay, so you've got this fold across here, which I really didn't want, but I can't find anything that's flatter. So, but once you actually ribboned it and reinforced it, it will make all the difference to the strength of this cardboard. So yeah. So if you want to have a look at other project, you can have a look on my page on Facebook, which is DIY Offbeat Weddings, and the links will be in the description on here. So you're welcome to go and join that page if you want to see this project done a different way, slightly different way. So I'm just going to cut that down so I can put that into my, got a little bowl there that I use as my bin. Okay, so yeah, so it's lovely to be back here on YouTube again. I must admit I do my some of my videos are a little bit few and far between, so I'm going to use a smaller pair of scissors just to come down here. Actually, you could probably still use a big one. Let's have a go. No, I could probably use the big ones here still. Yeah, so let's have a, just cut down here. And really don't worry too much if it bends, okay? It's just an ordinary cardboard box I'm doing this from, okay? So then what we do is cut the other one out, because we're going to stick them together like the other one I showed you. So we'll just checking we're still on. We're still going on here. Cut this one. Put that under there. Let's cut this one out. And stick that together. And then what we'll do is we'll get some lovely white ribbon, which I bought today. I managed to go and get some lovely white ribbon to go on to ribbon this shoe. So you can do this in any colour you want, okay? And if not on this video, I will show you on the next one how to make these lovely ribbon roses that we're going to put on here. Okay, so yeah, just cutting this down a bit. Okay, my glue gun's nice and hot. It's been on for a little while because I've been busy doing something, and I just kind of, oh no, I haven't cut this out properly. Let's cut the rest of this out. I left it on for a little while I was doing something else, so it's been on for quite a little while now. So just basically just cutting down. Just cutting down here. So yeah, just use the same template for both of your horseshoes, and then you know it's going to work. Okay, because you've got to basically get your other one and you just stick it over the top like that. Okay, and that should reinforce your cardboard. Okay, so I'm just going to just stick that on there. like I said, that's been on for quite a while, so that'll be all right. So we're just gonna put some glue, hot glue onto this horseshoe. Okay, just stick that down on there like that. Try and make sure that's as straight as it can be. Sorry, the table's wobbling a bit. And that is your horseshoe, okay? And we've got two of those, and they are going to be tied together to make our lovely bouquet, or just a little decoration maybe to go on your top table or something. Or you might want to use the other one that I made that's smaller. You could maybe use for decoration to go on to your wedding bouquet. So you can do them these really small as well. So I've got this ribbon. This only finished this one, but I've got some more ribbon, and it's 15 meters and it's white ribbon. Okay, so we've got that. And so what I'm going to do is I've got some new ribbon here, and I might show you how to do these roses as well. And for the Facebook one, I actually put a backing on the back of these roses, but I don't know if I'm going to do that with these ones. It's easier to stick if you do that. So if I show you how I've made the rose, you'll know what I mean later on. So if I show you that later on, you'll know. So this is something I've showed you a lot, actually, how to ribbon something. So we're just going to basically put this ribbon on here, just so that if we do have any gaps, and I'm sure we will have a few gaps in our in between our roses. When we do, we don't want to see the cardboard, so we're going to make it nice and pretty underneath, and that's the technique I always use for my bouquets and decorations. Okay, so I just sealed the end of that so it doesn't fray. Okay, so you just need some nice ribbon. So what I do first is I go over the end, because we want to cover the end up. Okay, what I do is I just think, well, how long do I want that? And just cut that where I want that to be, like this, and then seal the other end. Okay, and actually you could just do them all the same length, and I think we will need 4 or 5 of those. But I'm going to do them as I go along. Okay, so I'm just going to put some glue on. Sorry, stop going off to the right, Kim. I tell myself off. There we are. Okay, and just on the end there, and just basically just glue that down like that, there, like this. So I'm just kind of bringing it over a bit, because you don't want too much of the edge there to come off there. But you're going to bring your ribbon round as you seal, as you ribbon your horseshoe. So I'm just going to seal this end off again, and we do the same again. So I just go, all right, how long do I want that to be? And cut it the same sort of length on the back as well. So that's about there. So that works. Check that works. Yeah, that's so we're just gonna. So what I might do now, because I know the length of these, is just do another 2 the same length. Okay, so I'm gonna just seal the end, and we'll just hold that up against there like that. Cut that off. Seal the end of that one. I just use this lighter to seal my ends off. That one there. There we go. Sorry, I keep shaking the camera. I don't mean to. My table is a little bit wobbly. Okay, so we've got 2 there. We've got 3 there. So we're just going to see how many we need, because it's the first time I've ribboned this size of horseshoe. So we'll see how many we need on here. Okay, and just turn that over and just glue that down. I like to make sure the ends of my ribbon are glued down as well. Okay. It doesn't really matter about the length, you just don't want them too long, because you don't want too much bumpiness to go over when you bring your ribbon the other way. So just kind of just do that. And I like to do both ends of my horseshoe the same way. Okay. So I'm thinking in my mind, what I'll do is show you how to ribbon this, and then I might come back and show you how to do the roses, because I know some people, they don't like too long a video, or they like the videos that are a bit shorter. So, but let me know if you would like me to do a really long video. Let me know and I'll see what I can do. Okay, which one do you prefer, short or long? So there we are. So we're just basically going to be just covering that end up, and that's all we're doing. We're covering the edges and the horseshoe so that we don't see the cardboard. Okay, so then what we want to do is the same on the other side. So we just take our ribbon and take it as near to the edge as we can, and we're just measuring that length. How long do we want that? Not very long. Okay, and then just cut that off, seal that over. So yeah, so that's that end there, like that. Okay, so we're just going to stick that on there. So we're going to do 4 of those. I'm fighting with the glue strings here. 2. So I'm not sure, I might still get some videos in, but I'm just going to let you know that I will be a little bit more busy now from now on, so we'll see how things go and how often I'm able to get the videos out. The thing is getting the ideas to do the videos as well, and this one just came to me when I was doing something else the other day, and I thought, oh, I'll do that on Facebook, and then I'll see how it turns out, and then that can be like a little example for YouTube. So yeah, so there we go. So just gonna do the same as we did the other end. So we just take our ribbon and just bring that just right to the edge of our horseshoe like this, and I like to make sure that this is all glued down. Right, so there's no ends flapping about. Okay, and then just, there we go, just glue that side like that as well. Glue it inwards like that. Just make the end really neat and tidy if you can. But you know what, this is going to be exposed, but when you do the other ribbon it won't be so exposed. It's just the edges that are exposed, because you're going to put your ribbon roses on to the onto your horseshoe. So yeah, it'll be all right. There we are. So we're just going to do that, and we'll do the last one. So yeah, it's quite a simple project. I think we're only going to need 2 or 3 parts to this one, 2 or 3 videos for this. You know, I don't think there's going to be many videos for this, because the other horseshoe's done exactly the same, so I don't think I'll bother to come back and show you that one. I'll just do this one, or I'll do the other one off camera, so I'll only show you how to do one. Okay, and then I might show you how I link the 2 up as well. Okay, so then what we want to do is we want to take our ribbon and seal the end again, and we're just going to take that round. So I'm just going to do a little test run here. Sometimes I do a test run, okay, just to see how much I need, so, and whether it's going to work. So we would just, it's hard to do it on the roll It's always hard to do it on the roll. That's why sometimes what I do is I'll take a chance and I'll just take it off the roll and hope for the best it's long enough. But if it's not, you can just, there we go, that's going to work. You can just add more on, so it's okay. Okay, so I'm just going to get loads of ribbon off here and just cut that off like that. So I don't know how long it needs because I haven't ribboned this before, so hopefully it'll be long enough. And then just seal the other end. We might not need to do that if we don't get to that end, or we might cut that off before we get to the other end. So then what we do is just yeah, I think I'm going to do it like that. Yeah, you have to we have to sort of work out, sorry about this, have to sort of work out where we want our ribbon to go when we stick it down, so there's not too much buckling on it. Okay, so we just do that, and then we'll just go round like that. So that's what we're going to be doing, and we're going to be putting some glue on it as we go round. Okay, so that is how we're going to do that. So just like that. So I'm going to put some glue just here. Sorry, stop going off to the right. Don't know why I keep going off to the right. Okay, and then just move that as close to the edge as you can, so you've got this lovely neat edge. Okay, as near to the end of the cardboard as you can, because that's what we're covering up. Okay, and then just basically just bring that round, and I want to cover this end bit over as well, so I'm going to bring that round, pull that tight, and just put some glue on there. Okay, this ribbon isn't as shiny as some, so sometimes I think I've made a mistake by sticking it the wrong way around. I haven't, but sometimes I think, oh, I've done that wrong. I've done that. Oh, that's moved. That's moved. Gosh, I don't really want that there. Sorry, that's moved over. I'm going to do that again. That's it. So I want it there, really, like that. Don't let it slide out of place. Okay, let's just try again. Let's put some glue on there again. It just kind of moved out a bit. Just, that's okay. I think that's all right. Yeah, you don't want it to slip out of place. So that's moved again. Does that move? Sorry guys, for some reason it keeps slipping. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue on the back as well, on the other side as well, like that, to keep that in place, because it keeps moving over. I don't know why it keeps moving over, but it does. And then let's try that again. It's going to be really bumpy now, but it's okay because we're going to put our rose on there, so that won't notice. That's better. Okay, so then we're going to just ribbon that round. See, I didn't want to see that. That's it. That's okay. I didn't want to see the edge of that ribbon sticking out like that. So yeah, so we're just going round, and we're just going to wrap that round our horseshoe like this. Okay. Sorry, that's it. It's such a long piece of ribbon, but if you don't have it long, you might have to start again. You know, might have to add a bit on, and sometimes it's better if you can just do it. So put your glue on the ribbon and on the cardboard, okay, like this. And also, as you're sticking it down, turn it over to see what the other side's like. That's fine. You might want to put glue on the other side as well. I don't think I'm going to do that. This the the bend in this horseshoe is very different to the first one I did, so do bear with me with this, okay? Do bear with me, okay? So it's a little bit buckly. I don't know why. Really should just go with the way that your ribbon's going, okay? There's a little bit of a bend there, so that can be a little bit tricky. But just go along with how your ribbon wants to go. Okay, this is a straighter bit. So when you get on the bends, it can be a bit tricky to keep the ribbon flat, but if you have a wider ribbon, it might help. So there we go. So anyway, we're doing that, and we're just going to go all the way along, and that, you can see the back's a little bit neater. Well, it's not really a back, because I think we're going to put our roses on both sides. So you're not going to see any of this. You're just going to see the edge, okay? So as long as you can keep your edge looking nice, that's all you need to do. You might want to put something along the edge to decorate it. That's entirely up to you, okay? So I'll do a little bit more. So I'm only putting glue on one side of my horseshoe. You can put it on both sides if you want. Okay, and like I said, what I do is I put the glue on the cardboard and on the ribbon. Okay, like that. Okay, and then just stick it down like this. Okay, so I'm not going to show you all of that, but that is how you ribbon your horseshoe. Okay, so I'm going to move that over. And we might actually get this all in one video. What's the time now? 26. So tell you what I'll do. I'll finish this video off and then do another one on ribboning these lovely roses up for you. Okay, so sit tight, and thanks so much for watching if you've been watching, and I will see you again in the next video, which I'll do pretty soon. Okay then, so take care everybody, and thanks so much for your support. Don't forget to press a like and comment below if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye for now.